So my story aired, and I appreciate everyone who's weighed in here about the story about Goodyear.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, emitting this cancer-causing chemical at levels that are higher than the current legal limit. I'm just learning, though, and this is kind of interesting. DEC sent me a statement that they are holding a listening session now to present information about the recent consent order that was issued. And we told you about that last night and this morning. DEC is ruling against Goodyear for violating terms of their permit. And again, all of this connected to emissions of that cancer-causing chemical. But now they want the public to be able to ask questions about this. What's interesting to me in this statement, thank you, Lauren, I appreciate that. Crystal, absolutely. it was a lot of hard work, but I'm glad that we could get it on the air.
How long did it take you?
Months.
I thought so.
And months and months.
Months.
I started this in October. So, yeah, while I was down in Tampa, I was getting ready for this.
Yeah, because the video you have there, it's still green in some spots. So that makes sense. So, I saw you working away on that. I'm always like, ooh, I wonder what he's doing.
It was a good one. But, what's interesting to me is that the DEC, in sending me this whole long statement here and some background, has told me basically nothing to see here, folks.
Oh.
And that...
No, you just made him dig in even more.
Right, kind of makes me a little concerned. What the spokesperson is telling me is that based on available data, potential emissions, they're not even acknowledging that their own documentation shows that
they did have the emissions.
Have emissions higher than the current legal standard. The DEC spokesperson tells me potential emissions from the Goodyear facility have not been shown to pose a significant or immediate risk to public health.
Okay.
Now,
so break that down for me.
Why is that concerning?
Yes.
Because their own data shows that there is there is a level of up to 7 times exceeding the current legal standard.
Wow.
So that is right over the plant.
Okay.
Right? So
potentially,
right? And extending out into the neighborhood. Their own data shows this, but they are saying that there is no immediate risk to the public health, despite the fact that you can breathe in this chemical, despite the fact that it can be absorbed through the skin.
Wow. So they saw an increase, like you had some people who had
John, I don't know. Can you pull up that document? Because maybe it's in my web story that we can link here in the comments as well. Amanda wondering, what chemical is it? It's called orthotoluidine.
Okay, I was wondering that too.
It is a known carcinogen. And has caused cancer in some of the workers, as you mentioned.
Yes, yeah. I'd be curious too, since prevailing winds are mostly west to east, if people on the eastern side of this plant had an increase as well.
And that's what the lawyer who I spoke with said. wondering if the people who live east of the plant know
so they thought about that. Yeah.
What's going on here. Anita says, have I looked into the effects of power lines in people's backyard? I have not. Here's a link in the comments here to my story because they were fined $15,000. This is the kind of the update here, and I'm working on another story where DEC says nothing to see here, folks. But John, maybe what you can do is pull up the document showing the air mapping in my story from yesterday. So Della wants to know, what about the workers being tested?
Well, you said a few of them.
Yeah. Right? So Goodyear has an optional program that allows workers to get tested for bladder cancer, but it's optional. Some people don't take it, don't even know they have this cancer.
Or they don't want to know. Yeah.
Okay, so here's the mapping.
So where's the plant?
So the plant is that star right in the middle. Maybe what we could do, John, is zoom in a little bit.
Thanks, Johnny. Star.
So you see that star right in the middle. That's where the plant is.
Yes. So to the northeast of it makes sense with a southwesterly wind.
Okay. So the darker, or I guess...
Yeah, darker shade.
I guess so. Like the pea color right in the middle. Yeah. Like I feel like that's the only way to describe it. Thank you. Pea as in like green, not as in like Europe.
I think you're dehydrated. You need more water.
That is the place where we're seeing up to 7 times in excess of 7 times of
The normal, right?
Right.
That's crazy.
But it gets, obviously it dissipates as it gets further out. But when you take a look at the neighborhood that's covered generally by all 3 rings here,
Yeah.
you get a sense of how many people are actually affected here. And this is a small neighborhood just blocks away from Niagara Falls.
Wow.
So Linda says they didn't say there was no risk, just not an immediate risk, which she thinks is interesting. So Grace wondering, how far does this chemical go? I mean, Grace, that's the mapping from New York State.
Oh, that's right from New York State, too.
Yeah, this is not even something that...
like you're doing.
Right.
Yeah.
This is literally coming from the government that says that there is only a potential
in this area.
Correct. Right. Lori says there is concern for kids that play outside and are breathing this in. Grace wondering, how do they know it doesn't? Do they respond to reports, and were they reported? Grace, explain your question to me, because I think you're responding to something I might have said. But yes, Goodyear knows about this because they've been told back and forth.
So is this chemical give bladder cancer? Is that what it leads to?
Linked to bladder cancer.
And that's why they offer
bladder cancer testing.
Wow.
So, a number of workers, Guy Mort, who I spoke with, has come down with bladder cancer. Not only did he work in the plant, he also has sued Goodyear through a workers' comp case, won, and they are now paying for his cancer care for his bladder.
Wow.
For life, no less. So it's an interesting story. John, maybe what you could do is throw the link from the original reporting into the comments here. That way everyone can check it out as well. Lynn says it's very nerve-wracking. Here, I'm trying to bring this comment up, and I don't know why I can't. I don't know. I guess my computer's screwing up here. Anyway, Lynn says the things that they keep sweeping under the rug, especially the pollutants with all the Superfund sites in Love Canal, Get UB, or another college that has these resources and can do air quality and soil testing. I actually spoke with a professor of law from UB who works in the Environmental Resource Center also. Okay. So she was awesome. Her name is Kim Diana Connolly. She was fabulous. She also is included in my original reporting here. So, when John will put the link to my original reporting in here, and, everything will kind of go from there. Grace says, they're saying there was no risk. How do they know how do they know there's no risk? Great question.
Okay.
Have they done testing? I think all chemicals are dangerous when put in the environment. So they say, based on health-based ambient air guidelines for orthotoluidine, it's set at levels to protect the public from health effects and are more stringent than federal risk thresholds. They also go on to say their annual guideline concentrations are not standards and should not be considered a bright line between concentrations that cause health effects and those that do not. Rather, they are set at a level to inform permitting decisions and reduce emissions with best controls available.